Hello guys, welcome to my session. This is your mentor Akash Pahurkar from Unacademy, and this is my second session of line, angles and triangles. And quickly I'll explain all the different concepts which are included in this topic, and some practice questions also will solve. So something about myself, before we move further, I have completed my mechanical engineering in 2015, and it's been around 5 years that I have been training for CAT exam and other MBA entrance exams as well. Around 6,000 students I have trained till date, and we have this amazing team on YouTube. We have Ronak sir, Sham sir, Rishikesh sir, Ritu ma'am and Apurva ma'am. On our YouTube channel, that is Unacademy CAT for MBA. You can watch all our videos based on different topics such as quantitative ability, logical reasoning, data interpretation, verbal ability and current affairs. So that will be very helpful for all of you guys. So do not forget to use my course, that is I10. You'll get 10% off on any plan, any subscription plan you are going for. So do not forget this code. Now let's start with this quickly. So the previous parts we have covered in the previous session. Okay, and you can watch all my sessions on this link, that is tinyurl.com/unacademy Akash. Okay, I'll just quickly write this here. That is tiny URL, uh, just a minute, tinyurl.com/unacademy Akash. So just try this link in your browser, and when Google Sheet will open, in that sheet you will get the links of all my YouTube sessions guys. That will be very helpful for every one of you. Okay, so test to establish similarity. Let's try to understand this part. First of all, what is similarity? Whenever the ratio of corresponding sides of triangles are same, the ratio is same and the corresponding angles are equal. So in that case, I can say that both the triangles are similar to each other. For example, what do we mean by A? This is a rule, this is a test to establish similarity. If two angles are similar, two angles are equal, for example, A is equal to D and angle B is equal to E. If these two corresponding angles are equal, then obviously third angle will also be equal. That's why these two triangles will become similar to each other. Okay, that is AB in any similar triangle, AB upon DE will be equal to AC upon DF is equal to BC upon EF. So this ratio will always be same in a similar triangle. So let's try to remember this part. Another rule to establish similarity is side angle side. For example, two correspond to the ratio of two corresponding sides is equal. This ratio is equal, and the angle contained between this side is equal. That is, this angle is equal to this angle. So in this case, the triangle will be similar. That is, all the angles are same, and the ratio of all these corresponding sides will also be same. The next rule is ratio of areas of two similar triangles is okay. Now try to understand this part. Whenever we have considered that, let's say both the triangles are similar, then the area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF will be in the ratio of squares of their side, that is AB square upon DE square, AC square upon DF square is equal to BC square upon EF square. Very simple. I believe all of you understood this part and there is no doubt over here guys. Okay, let's quickly move further now. Now test to establish congruency. First of all, I'll explain what do we mean by congruent triangle. Congruent triangle is nothing but whenever all the corresponding sides are equal and corresponding angles are equal. That is, entire triangle is same. Their areas will also be same. So this is called as congruent triangle. So a couple of tests to establish congruency is SAS. If two corresponding sides are same, that is AB is equal to DE and BC is equal to EF, and one angle between them contained between them is equal, in that case the triangle will be congruent triangle. Very simple. Okay, next is ASA. Now if two angles, let's say angle A and angle B are same, angle B and angle E are same. Okay, so two angles are same and one side which is contained between them is same, that is AB is equal to DE. In that case also this will be congruent triangle. I hope all of you understood this part. Now side angle. Okay, let's say one corresponding side is equal. Let's say this side is equal and two angles like this, they are equal, that is B is equal to D and C is equal to F. Okay, so in this case also there both the triangles will be congruent triangles. Okay, there will be they will be equal. Okay, now one rule is RHS that is we know that, let's say these are the two triangles. Okay, now one angle is 90 degree, we know that this is 90-degree angle, so this angle is same. Okay, and hypotenuse is equal and one corresponding side is equal. So in this case also both the triangles will be congruent to each other. You need to understand this part. Okay, next, now centroid is a geometric center. Centroid is a geometric center which is the intersection point of all the medians. Now what do we mean by all the medians? Medians is nothing but line joining the vertex, from line joining vertex and the midpoint of opposite side. So if we join those two points, then it will be a median. So obviously there will be three medians. So if we take the intersection point, then that intersection point is called as centroid of the triangle. Okay, you need to remember this rule, that is AG is to DG, CG is to GE, BG is equal to is to GF. This ratio will always be 2:1. That is, the length from centroid to vertex is two parts and length the distance from centroid to the midpoint of opposite side is one part. So just remember this, it's an important rule guys. In many questions this rule will be used. Okay, now centroid, the Apollonius theorem, in case of centroid you need to remember this. AB square is plus AC square is always equal to twice of AD square. AD is nothing but the median. AD square plus BD square. Okay, now instead of BD you can write DC also. Now similarly for all medians this rule will be applicable. This is called as Apollonius theorem. Okay, so whenever you want to revise all the points, just watch the entire video again. You'll understand everything guys, don't worry. Okay, now angle bisector theorem. Okay, sorry, geometric centers, we have this centroid, and for if you draw all the medians, then all the medians will divide a triangle in equal areas. Just try to remember this. Okay, all the medians, there will be three medians and three medians will divide all the triangles in equal areas. That is, if we take, let's say this angle, this triangle area will be equal to this triangle area. Very simple. Similarly, there are six smaller triangles included in this triangle, that is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. That's why all the value of all the areas of these six smaller triangles will also be equal. Okay, that is area of this one triangle, let's say AEG, is 1/6 of total area, area of triangle ABC. So remember this part, it's important guys. Now orthocenter, if we draw altitudes of all these sides, altitude is nothing but the perpendicular drawn from vertex to the opposite side. That perpendicular is called as altitude, that is height of the triangle. Now just tell me one thing, can this altitude be outside the triangle? Obviously yes, whenever we have obtuse angle triangle and we draw the altitude of it, it will always be outside the triangle. Very simple. I hope all of you understood this part. And yes, the intersection point of all the orthocenter, all the altitudes will be called as orthocenter. Next is in center. Okay, if we draw all the angle bisectors, there will be three angle bisectors for any triangle. If we draw angle bisectors and their intersection point is called as in center. Why it is in center? Because if we consider, if we draw a circle having this center and the length which is equal to the perpendicular distance between the center to the side, all the sides. So that will be a circle. It is called as in circle. Its center is called as in center and its radius called as in radius. And in radius is nothing but small r. Okay. And similarly, if we draw perpendicular bisectors of all these sides, if we draw perpendicular bisectors of all these sides, then this center is called as circumcenter, because the distance between this circumcenter and all the vertices is always same. So we can draw a circle like this, and this circle is called as circumcircle, its center is called as circumcenter, and its radius is called as circumradius, and that radius is called as capital R. So remember these four geometric centers, guys. Now let's quickly move further. So internal angle bisector theorem. If AD is a line which drawn from vertex A, it divides the angle at vertex A, then AB upon AC will be equal to BD upon DC or CD. Okay, so this is internal angle bisector theorem. Next is external angle bisector theorem. Now let's say one line is drawn AD. This line uh, just bisects the angle which is exterior angle at A. Okay, so in this case AB upon AC is equal to total BD upon CD. So remember this part. So all the rules you just need to remember, guys, so that you can utilize, you can apply those rules, you can apply those theorems in while solving questions. Okay. Now, to find the area of triangle, the basic general formula is area is equal to half into base into height. Heron's formula, if height is not given, then you can use Heron's formula also. If you know the lengths of all the sides, then Heron's formula is nothing but under root of s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. What is this s? S is nothing but semi-perimeter. This is semi-perimeter. Okay, and its value is a plus b I 2. It is semi-perimeter. Okay. Another formula is half AB sine theta. Now, half AB sine theta is nothing but the angle. This theta is angle between A and B, two sides which we are using here. In terms of in radius, the area of triangle is equal to R into semi-perimeter. Small r, that is in radius. And in terms of circumradius, area of triangle ABC will be equal to ABC upon 4r. ABC is nothing but length of three sides, and 4r. R is nothing but circumradius of this triangle, right? Now, if we have a special triangle, let's say equilateral triangle, then for equilateral triangle we have area as root 3 by 4 side square, and for isosceles triangle the formula for area is b by 4 under root 4a square minus b square. Okay, I hope all of you understood this part. There is no doubt over here. For equilateral triangle, all the geometric centers, for example, we have median, altitude, angle bisector and perpendicular are the same, and all the geometric centers will be coinciding to each other. For example, intersection point of median is nothing but centroid. For altitude it is orthocenter, for angle bisector it is incenter, and perpendicular bisector it is circumcenter. So all these geometric center will overlap, they will coincide at the same point for an equilateral triangle. Now, if side of triangle is A, then area we have found out previously, area is root 3 by 4 side square, height will be root by twice A, in radius will be A by 2 root 3, and circumradius will be A by root 3. Okay, that is small r is A by 2 root 3 and capital R is A by root 3. Next. Now, now there are different trigonometric ratios you need to understand. So these ratios are, let's say this is A, this is B, and this is C, and this is theta. Okay, so first of all, I'll just quickly explain what are the values of different, let's say sine theta if I want. Sine theta is nothing but A upon C. Okay, that is opposite side for that theta, opposite side upon hypotenuse is sine theta. Cos theta is nothing but B upon C. Tan theta is nothing but sine theta upon cos theta, that is A upon B. This is tan theta. Now, if I want, let's say cosec theta. Cosec theta is nothing but 1 by sine theta, that is inverse of sine theta, that is A. Sec theta is 1 by cos theta, that is C by B. And cot theta is inverse of tan theta, that is b by a. Okay, so the basic values of different ratios, trigonometric ratios and basic standard angles I'll explain over here. I'll quickly draw this, give me a minute. Sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. So for all the standard angles I'll explain this. 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Okay. Okay. Sin 0, if value of theta is equal to 0, sin 0 is 0, sin 30 by 2, sin 45 is 1 by root 2, sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and 90 is 1. Now value of cos theta will be exactly opposite of sin theta, that is start from 1 by 2 here, 1 by root 2 here, 1 by 2 and so here. Now tan theta is nothing but sin theta upon cos theta, so 0 upon 1 will be here, you will get root 1, here is 3 and here infinity defined. Okay, instead of infinity, basically it is called as not defined. So remember this part and remember all these ratios, that will be useful guys. Okay, now yeah, let's try to solve this question. It's quite simple. In a triangle ABC, in a triangle, let's say this is A, this is B and C. AB is 12, AC is 9 and BC is 13. D and E are points on A and B, AB and AC respectively, such that D is parallel to BC. Okay, so this is DE and this is parallel to BC. Yeah, we need to find out AE, and A is given as uh, 6. Yeah, A is given as 6. Then obviously EC will be 9 because total is 9. Okay, A is 6 and EC is 3. Now we need to find out the value of BD, DE and AD. Okay, now we know that AE upon EC will be equal to AD upon DB. The value of AE is 6 and EC is 3, so it is 1. And we know that AD plus DB is total 12. We can write this as 8 and 4. So the value of AD is 8 and DB is 4. Got this value. The value of BD we got, and AD is also we have understood. Now how will you find out the value of DE? See, AD upon AB is equal to DE upon BC. So AD is 8, DE we know, and BC we know the value 13. Okay, so value of E from here to be 13 multiplied by 2. So this is of D. I follow this part. Let's quickly move to the next question. Find the area of triangle if triangle ABC if this is 90 degree, AC is let's say this is A, B and C is 25 and AB is okay. So the Pythagorean triplet will be 24. Okay, because for 7 and 25 the Pythagorean triplet is 7, 24 and 25. So the area will be like 8 half into base into height. So this comes to 12 and the 84. 84 will be there over here. I hope guys there is no doubt guys. Okay, and you can watch all my videos on the link which I have already explained, that is tinyurl.com/unacademyakash. If you type this link in your browser, you'll get to see all the video links of my YouTube sessions. Okay, find the area of triangle if we have 13, 14 and 15. First of all, semi perimeter will be what? 13 in 13 plus 14 plus 15 by 2. Okay, so you'll get what? 42 by 2, that is 21. Okay, according to Heron's formula, area will be equal to 21 multiplied by 21 minus 13, 21 minus 14 and 21 minus 15 using Heron's formula. So we got 21, here 6, here we have 7 and here we have 8. So let's do one thing, prime factorize them. So this 21 is nothing but 7 into 3 into 7. 6 is 2 into 3, 7 is 7 itself, and 8 is 2 into 2 into 2. Now let us write all the 3's and 7's and 2's same uh, uh, together. So 2 to 2 we have times, 3 and 3 we have 2 times, and 7 and 7 we have 2 times. So 4 times 2, the square will be 2 into 2, 3, 7. So 7 3s are 21 for the 104. The 21 4s are 84 with correct answer. There is no doubt here. Okay, a very simple question, guys. Okay, now if we have this 5, 12 and 13, so this becomes a Pythagorean triplet, because 5 square 12 square is equal to 13 square. So this becomes a rectangle. So using half to base into height, you can get the age. So this is a 30. This will be the value of all this is this triangle. Okay, very simple. Now now using this formula, that is in radius multiplied by semi perimeter. It is 2, semi perimeter is 24 by 2, so this gets cancelled. 4 will be the area of this triangle. Okay, let's try to solve question, guys. It's very simple question. Okay, can you solve this quickly? Just a minute. Okay, now let us consider this value to be a. Both the angles are x and x over here. This angle will be what, I and y, and this angle is b. Now in triangle A, B and D, what we can write is a plus twice x is equal to 1 degree. This is equation 1. In triangle BQD, we can say that b plus 2y is equal to 180 degree. This is second. Okay. Now uh, after this, what we can do is uh, in triangle ACB, total the bigger triangle ACB, we can write this as a plus 90 degree plus b is equal to 180 degree. So here we'll get a plus b is equal to 90 degree. This is equation 3. Now simply add equation 1 and 2. So adding equation 1 and 2, what do you get? A plus b plus x plus y equal to 360 degree. Okay, so a plus b is 90 degree from equation 3. It's subtracted from right hand side. So twice x plus y will get it as 30 degree, and x plus y you will as 130 degree. Okay, now according to, let's say this angle z, we know that x plus z is equal to 180 degree because they are linear angles. X plus y is 135. So 135 plus z is equal to 1 degree. So from the value of z will be what? 45 degree. Yes. So 45 degree is answer. I hope there is no doubt, guys. I believe you understood everything. Okay, so let's do one thing. Yeah. So we'll end the session over here. Thank you so much. I'll explain. I'll take a lot of practice sessions, guys. Don't worry. Okay. And I hope you understood this. Remember all the concepts. The concepts which I have explained in previous session and this session are very important. So let's try to understand. If you have any doubt, we'll have many practice sessions. Don't worry at all. And all the best, guys. Give your 100% to crack CAT and enjoy your Diwali. Thank you so much. And use my code SKY then if you want to get plus subscription for an academy, because after CAT exam, for all the other MBA entrance exams, I'll be taking workshops for all the other MBA entrances, for example SNAP, CET and MAT, ZAT, and so for all the exams, guys, I'll take specific exam based questions and workshops that will be helpful for you. You can recommend our platform, this Unacademy platform, to anyone in your contact who is preparing for this different exams, for example UPSC, JEE, bank exams, SSC exams, defense exams. That will be helpful for their successful journey. And yes, our YouTube channel is Unacademy. for MBA. So thank you so much guys for having a lot of patience and try to understand everything. Watch all the videos again and again till your concepts are crystal clear in your mind. And please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you'll get notifications whenever we are live. So